In this video, I will go over surface area and volume of pyramids, cones, and spheres. So I have a pyramid over here. So to find my surface area and volume, we need a few information. Area of my base, which is 6 times 6, 36. Perimeter of the base, 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6, 24. My height, which is this line right here, according to the picture, that's 4. L, which stands for lateral height. This slanted side is 5. And then we can use our formula for lateral area. Lateral area is represented by 1/2 times perimeter times lateral height. So I have 1/2 times perimeter of 24 times my lateral height of 5. 1/2 times 24 times 5 is 60. So that's the area around my pyramid. Now I need the bottom part for surface area. So 60 area around plus the one base, the bottom, 36, equals 96. And finally, volume, given by this equation, 1/3 times area of my base, 36, times height of the pyramid, 4, which is 48. So there is lateral area, surface area, and volume of a pyramid. Next up, same thing, lateral area, surface area, and volume of a cone. And we have our equations over here. So let's start with my base. My base is a circle. Formula for area of a circle is pi r squared. So we need the radius. This right here is a radius of 3. So area of my circle, pi times 3 squared, which is 9 pi in terms of pi. 3 squared is 9. Height of that cone right here is 4. Lateral height of that cone, the slanted side right here, is 5. And now we can calculate everything else. Lateral area is given by pi times the radius times the slant height. So pi times my radius of 3 times my slant height of 5 to get 15 pi. Surface area is my lateral area of 15 pi plus area of the base, 9 pi, to get 24 pi. Finally, volume is 1/3 times area of my base, 9 pi, times height of that cone, 4, to get 12 pi. So there you have surface area and volume of a cone. Right. My last example, surface area and volume for a sphere. Okay? So we have these two equations. Surface area of a sphere is simply 4 pi r squared, and volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. So let's start with identifying my radius. Right there it's given, radius is a 9. So surface area, it's 4 times pi times 9 squared. In my calculator, I'm only interested in 4 times the 9 squared. 4 times the 9 squared. So this is 324 pi. And for my volume, equation is 4/3 times pi times r cubed this time. Be careful about that. In my calculator, I want to type in 4/3 times 9 cubed to get 972 pi. So there you have, using the formulas for surface area and volume of a cube, or of a sphere. Alright. One last example that I'd like to visit. Just let me make a quick sketch over here of another cone, and I want to talk about certain properties that we may encounter in this cone. So over here I want to find the surface area of this cone, given only that radius is 6, r equals 6, and we have height equals 8. So let's start with area of the base. Area of the base is still pi r squared, so pi times 6 squared gets me 36 pi. We know height equals 8, we'll still use that. What about slant height though? We are missing this diagonal side, and as you can see over here, we have this side, and that side, forming a right triangle. So this is something we can do here. Using my right triangle, we have 6 squared plus 8 squared equals c squared. Solving ahead, 36 plus 64 equals c squared. 100 equals c squared. Square root 100 equals 10. So there you have slant height over here ends up being 10. So there's your L right here. So now we can find lateral surface area. Lateral surface area given by the equation up here, pi RL, pi times my radius of 6 times my slant height of 10, that's 60 pi. And finally, surface area equals my lateral surface area, 60 pi, plus my base of 36 pi to get 96 pi. Alright, so that's the last thing I wanted to show, that for some of these problems we can use Pythagorean theorem to find our missing pieces. So, quick recap. Surface area and volume. Here's your pyramid. Here's an example. Your cone. Another example of the cone where we first had to use Pythagorean theorem to find one of those sides. And lastly, surface area and volume of a sphere. And all of these involve being able to plug into equations. Alright.